Welcome language learners from all around the globe to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called Birdman Competition. Bognor Regis, a charming coastal town known for its sandy shores, ice cream stands, and now, for something truly out of the ordinary, the Birdman Competitions. If you ever dreamt of flying like a bird, or if you simply enjoy a spectacle of the bizarre and daring, then you're in for a treat. Strap on your aviator goggles and get ready to soar as we explore this unique and exhilarating event. The Birdman Competitions are an annual event held in Bognor Regis that celebrates the wacky and wonderful world of human-powered flight. The idea is simple. Contestants design and build their own homemade flying machines, often with a humorous or themed twist, and then launch themselves off the historic Bognor Regis pier, attempting to fly as far as possible before they fall into the briny deep below. Spoiler alert. Most of them don't actually fly, but that's what makes it so entertaining. Believe it or not, the Birdman Competitions in Bognor Regis have a history that dates back to the late 1970s. What began as a quirky idea by a local businessman, Alf Rippon, quickly evolved into an annual tradition that draws participants and spectators from all over the world. In its early days, contestants would often use all sorts of wacky contraptions, including hang gliders, homemade wings, and even human-sized rubber ducks. The sight of grown adults dressed as pirates, superheroes, and cartoon characters launching themselves off a pier became a spectacle that locals and tourists alike eagerly anticipated. Imagine standing at the edge of a pier, dressed as a penguin or a giant banana, with a pair of makeshift wings strapped to your arms. The salty sea breeze ruffles your feathers, or banana peel, and the adrenaline courses through your veins as you prepare to take the plunge into the unknown. This is the essence of the Birdman Competitions. Contestants take their turns jumping off the pier, hoping against hope that their contraptions will allow them to glide gracefully over the water, if only for a few fleeting seconds. The goal? To stay airborne for as long as possible before the inevitable splashdown. One of the most delightful aspects of the Birdman Competitions is the creativity on display. Contestants don't just build flying machines, they transform them into works of art. You'll see flying bathtubs, giant animals, flying cupcakes, and more. The wilder and more imaginative, the better. Participants invest countless hours into designing, building, and decorating their creations. The results are often hilarious and always entertaining. These flying contraptions become the stars of the show, with their builders basking in the glory of their absurdity. While the Birdman competitions are all about taking flight, they're equally about the epic splashdowns. In fact, the bigger the splash, the better. The moment a contestant hits the water is often accompanied by a cheer from the crowd, as the waterlogged aviator emerges from the sea, dripping with both water and a sense of accomplishment. Participants are judged not only on their flight distance, but also on their creativity, showmanship, and the size of their splash. It's all in good fun, and the laughter is as abundant as the seawater. The Birdman competitions are more than just a quirky event. They're a full-blown festival of fun. The atmosphere is electric, with live music, food stalls, and games for all ages. Families flock to the pier to enjoy the festivities and cheer on the daring contestants. The event has also raised substantial funds for charity over the years, making it not just a day of laughter, but also a day of giving back to the community. Whether you're a daredevil looking to take the plunge yourself, or simply a spectator looking for a unique and hilarious day out, the Birdman competitions of Bognor Regis are an experience you won't want to miss. It's a celebration of creativity, courage, and pure, unadulterated fun. So mark your calendar, dust off your old Halloween costume, and get ready to witness the absurdity and audacity of the Birdman competitions. Who knows, you might just find yourself inspired to take flight, if only for a few seconds, in the pursuit of laughter and unforgettable memories. See you on the pier. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalized learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more. If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.